Okay, for simple probability and probability using combinations, we're going to look at how many cards or how many items are we choosing. So for number 5 on our lottery review, it says that we are choosing just one card. And then for the one below it, for number 6, it says we are choosing 2 cards at a time. So 2 cards at a time are going to make a difference, and it actually also says use combinations. All right, so let's start with the first one, simple probability. It's just going to be a fraction. So it's going to be how many black cards I have out of how many total cards I have. So there are half of my cards are black, so 26 black cards out of 52 total cards. That's it. That's my probability. You can reduce it, but I believe the directions say not to. Okay, the probability of choosing a 5, that would be anything in this column. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards that are a 5 out of 52. That's it. So the number of 5s out of the total number of cards in the whole deck. Okay, but going on to number 6, it actually says use combinations because when I'm doing 2 cards at a time, that means that I'm it's more than just a simple fraction. So if I'm choosing 2 cards and it says probability that I will choose all spades, what that really means is what's the probability I will choose 2 spades because I'm choosing 2 cards. So that's going to be how many spades are there? So here are the spades, and there are 13 of each suit. So from 13 cards, I am going to choose 2. That's the number of ways to choose 2 spades. And then my denominator is going to be the number of ways to just choose 2 random cards from the whole deck. So that is going to be 52, choose 2. So I'm going to put that into Desmos with the NCR. So NCR 13, choose 2, and then NCR 52, choose 2. And I'm just going to leave my fraction like this, 78 over 1326. So 78 over 1,326. That is my probability. Okay, and then this one says 1 ace and, so I know I'm going to multiply. So the probability of choosing 1 ace times the probability of choosing 1 5. So how many aces do I have in my deck? I have 4 aces in my deck. So I'm going to do, of the 4 aces, I'm choosing 1. And then how many 5s do I have in my deck? I have 4 5s in my deck. So of the 4 5s, I'm choosing 1. And that's all going to be out of how many ways I can choose 2 cards. So remember that I'm choosing 1 card, I'm choosing 1 card, and then I'm choosing 1 more card. So total, I am choosing 2 cards. Here, I chose 2 cards, and total, I'm choosing 2 cards. Okay, so for choose 1, I believe, there are 4 ways to choose 1 card from a group of 4, and that is correct. Okay, so 4, so this gives me 4 times 4 over my same denominator as before, 1,326. So that is my final probability there. This one is not on here, but if I had been asked to choose, exactly 1 heart and nothing else, but I know that I'm choosing This is just an extra example. But I know that I'm choosing 2 cards total. I would have to add to that 1 non-heart because I need 2 cards total. So I know that that would be the probability of choosing 1 heart. There's 13 hearts, and I would choose 1 times, because of and, times the probability of choosing 1 that's not a heart, because there's 39 cards that are not hearts out of my total, which is 52. Choose 2 because I'm choosing 2 cards total. So that was just like, that's how you would do that sort of thing. You want to make sure that you have your whole hand of cards, which in this case is 2 cards, accounted for.